we want to prove that the limit as x approaches 1 of x cubed is equal to 1. Let's start off with the absolute value of f of x minus the limit. In this case, it's going to be the absolute value of x cubed minus 1. We can affect that using the difference of cubes. So that's going to be the absolute value of x minus 1 times the absolute value of x squared plus x plus 1. To ensure that the absolute value of x minus 1 is less than epsilon, we must bound absolute value of x squared plus x plus 1. So to do that, we're going to assume that delta is less than or equal to 1. So then if the absolute value of x minus 1 is between 0 and delta, that means that the absolute value of x minus 1 has to be less than 1, since delta is less than or equal to 1. From there, we can solve the inequality for x. So x minus 1 must be between -1 and 1, which means that if I add 1 to all sides, I get that x is between 0 and 2. Now, for 0 being less than x less than 2, we set an upper bound for the absolute value of x squared plus x plus 1. So one thing to notice is that in the interval between 0 and 2, it's going to be increasing. So the maximum value occurs at x equals 2 in that interval. So if I just plug in x equals 2, I get 2 squared plus 2 plus 1. That's just going to be 7. So that absolute value is bounded above by 7. So then we can rewrite this. The absolute value of x minus 1 times absolute value of x squared plus x plus 1 is less than 7 times x minus 1. So we want that to be less than epsilon. So in other words, the absolute value of x minus 1 must be less than epsilon over 7. So because we assumed delta was less than or equal to 1, we're going to choose delta to be the minimum of 1 and then epsilon over 7. So assume that 0 is less than absolute value of x minus 1 less than delta. Since delta is less than or equal to 1, we know that just by replacing delta with 1, we know that the absolute value of x minus 1 is less than 1, which means that 0 is less than x less than 2. This ensures that our bound, the absolute value of x squared plus x plus 1 is less than 7 holds true. Since delta is less than or equal to epsilon over 7, we know that absolute value of x minus 1 is less than epsilon over 7. So now we can start the proof. We start off with the absolute value of f of x minus 1 is equal to the absolute value of x cubed minus 1. And then we can factor out. So we can subtract 1 and factor out x cubed minus 1 as x minus 1 times x squared plus x plus 1. And we said that x minus 1 was less than epsilon over 7. And we also said that x squared plus x plus 1 was bounded from above by 7. So you have 7 times epsilon over 7, which gives us that the absolute value of f of x minus 1 is less than epsilon. Therefore, the limit as x approaches 1 of x cubed is equal to 1.